The length of fish of certain type have a normal distribution with a mean of 38 cm. So mu equals to 38 cm. It is found that 5% is of the fish are longer than 50 cm. Only 5% are longer than 50 cm. Find the standard deviation. Okay, to find the standard deviation, first of all, okay, mu is 38, 5%. Okay, let's look at, okay, let's draw the bell curve first of all. Okay, question like this are quite tricky, so you need to pay attention. Okay, one by one, list down all the information that we have. Okay, mu is 38, so this is where our 38 is. Okay, mu equals to 38. And the question says it is found that 5% of the fish are longer than 50 cm. Okay, so if this is 38 in the middle, so 50 should be somewhere here. So this is 50. And this area consists of 5%, which is 0.05. So this is 5%. So 95% are less than 50. Okay, 95% are less than 50. So this region is less than 50 towards left. Okay, less than 50, and the area consists of 95%. Now these are the information that we have. With this information I can find out our answer. So let's find out what is z-score. So z-score equals to x minus mu over standard deviation, and the standard deviation is what I want to find. But the question here, we already know the area. Okay, we already know the area, which is 95%. So I need to find what is the corresponding, that's the probability, what is the corresponding z-score. So inverse phi of 0.95 is what you have to find on your MF19. Okay, on MF19. And when I look at it, the answer that I have here is 1.645. Okay, use MF19 because MF19 gives you area towards left, and if you take 0.95 on your table values, it will correspond to the z-score, which is 1.645. So now I can sub my z-score here, which is 1.645, and this is equals to what is the x score, or what were the fish. Okay, what was the measurement? It was 50 cm. Okay, it was 50 cm. So 50 minus your mu, which is 38, divided by standard deviation, and that's what I want to find. So standard deviation equals to 50 minus 38 divided by 1.645, and the answer that I have here is 7.2923 SF. Okay, so now that I have the standard deviation, let's look at the next question. When fish are chosen for sale, those shorter than 30 cm are rejected. Those shorter than 30 cm are rejected. Okay, I'm going to draw one more bell curve, okay, to make life easy, because I don't want to mess up with the first one. Okay, oops. Okay, something like that, and your mu is here, which is 38. But this time the question says that less than 30 are rejected. Okay, shorter than 30. So shorter than 30 must be somewhere here. Okay, let's say that's 30, and this is on the left hand side, okay, of the mu. Okay, but on the left hand side, your z-score will be negative. Okay, your z-score is going to give you a negative value. Now, what was the question? Okay, the question requires us to find the proportion of the fish that is rejected. What is the probability? Okay, or the proportion, what's the proportion over here that's rejected? So to do this, again, let's find the z-score. Z-score is x minus mu over standard deviation. X here is 30 minus 38 and divided by 7.29. and using a calculator, the answer that I got was negative 1.0974. Okay, negative 1.0974. And if I use MF19, it only gives you a positive value. It doesn't give you the negative, but it only gives you the positive value. And from the negative value, what I did, I switched to positive. Okay, instead of negative, I switched to positive, and the value which I got was uh, 1.0974 is 1.09. Okay, 1.097. So 0.8811. Is that correct? No, 86. 0.86. It's 0.864. Okay, 1.097. Sorry, 7 is 16. Sorry, pardon me. So it should be 0.8621 plus 0.0016, which is 0.8637. Okay, 8637. And if you look at it, the probability x that I've got was 0.8637, and 8637 over here is indicating that from this side, okay, in your MF19 it gives you from this side all the way, and since it is a symmetry value, okay, for a normal curve, so 1 minus 0.8667 is what I want to find. That will give me, if I minus 1 minus 0.8637, it will give me the area to the right over here, which is exactly same as this because it is symmetrical. So 1 minus 0.8637, and the answer that I have here is 0.1363. And that's the answer that we are looking at. Okay, next, part 3. Okay, part 3. For part 3, 9 fish are chosen at random. Find the probability that at least one of them is longer than 50. At least one of them are longer than 50. So probability, okay, how many percent were longer than 50? Was 5%. 5% longer than 50. So I have 5%, which is 0.05 longer than 50. So P equals to 0.05. So Q equals to 0.95. Okay, P equals to 0.05, Q equals to 0.95. And the question here requires us to find that at least one of them is longer than 50. Now, if at least one, if I can find what is the probability of no fish that's longer than 50, then if I take 1 minus the probability of no fish that's longer than 50, I will get at least one of them is longer than 50. Okay, I hope it makes sense. The question says at least one of them are longer than 50. So it can be 1 or 2 or 3, and then it keeps going all the way to 9. But if I can find what is the probability of no fish that's longer than 50, then the complement of that should be 1 and more that's longer than 50. So let's do that. So 1 minus 9C0, okay, 9C0 times by 0.05 to the power of 0 times by 0.95 to the power of 9, and use your calculator to find the answer, and the answer is 0.095, 0.3 0.70. Okay, so that's the answer for the last question.